Hi from Tim and I, and welcome to Tim TV and Yoga for Trail Runners Restore, a short sequence of stretches for the full body as Tim and I take time to restore as part of our run training schedule. Of course, there's going to be a little bit of strength building in there too, the yogi way, so nice and gentle. And Roscoe says this is a great sequence for mountain bikers too. We are going to start in a pose called puppy posture. Aren't we, Tim? Keeping me right? Tim's doing his own restoring here. So come onto all fours. We want the knees aligned underneath the hips. We're going to walk the hands forward so that the chest and the head comes down to the mat, where the hips stay up in the air above the knees. A beautiful, relaxing, restorative pose, puppy posture. It stretches and strengthens the upper body, so the shoulders, the arms, and it stretches and lengthens the spine and stretches out the abs too. If you wish, the forehead can come to the mat. Take a deep breath in with me. And on the exhale, we're going to move the hips forward and on to the mat and come up onto the forearms. The head and the chest lifting up into Sphinx pose, getting a beautiful stretch in the back and also strengthening for the back. You can move the head from left to right just to release any tension in the neck and so that I can, oh, hello, Tim. That's your restoring, isn't it? Tim's doing his restoring in the corner. So you could join Tim and do it that way. That's good restoring too, isn't it, Tim? Yeah. Head going side to side, release any tension, and then back to centre. I said we've got a little bit of strength building. Here we go. So take the hands together, clasp them, curl the toes under, take a deep breath in with me. And on the exhale, lift the body up into forearm plank. Let's just call this restoring the core, hey? Put the knees down and we're up into tabletop position. Take the right foot forward and place it beside the right hand. If you wish, you can shuffle the left knee back a little bit. Yogi's choice, either be up on the left toes or have the foot flat to the ground. We want right knee aligned over right ankle. Take both hands to the top of the right thigh. Runner's lunge, and we're going to keep this dynamic to start with. So movement coming from the hip, just move back and forth and get a beautiful stretch in the lower body. And notice where you feel it. I'm feeling this in my left quad, feel it in the right hamstring, in the glute. Lovely. Great stretch for runners, yeah? Let's take that back to stillness. Let's bring in the upper body. So on inhale, lift the hands up high to the sky, opening up the chest and the shoulders. And as we're static in the runner's lunge, you'll probably feel building a little bit more strength. So stretching and strengthening. Isn't yoga beautiful? Deep breath in. On the exhale, take the hands down and behind the back. Clasp the hands and take the hands down and away from the body. Gentle back bend, really open up the chest and the shoulders now. You can look up to the sky. This is great for posture and for breathing. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bring the left hand to the mat, the right hand to the inner right thigh. Move the right toes out so they're pointing to 2 o'clock and just gently press open the right thigh. Lizard pose, look up to the right to the skies. Lizard pose with a twist. Great for the lower back and the hips, the inner thigh, the hip flexor. Deep breath in. And on an exhale, release that and just counter those stretches with a wee hamstring stretch. So movement come in from the hip. Start to straighten the right leg. Yogi's choice, whatever feels great. The toes can come up or you can have the foot flat to the ground. Okay, so lovely little hamstring stretch there. Beautiful. Take that back and then take the right foot back and we will switch sides. So left hand comes forward, left foot comes forward. I should use pause, shouldn't I, Tim? Don't get as confused with them. Left foot forward to beside the left hand. You can take the right knee back a little bit, yogi's choice, up on the right toes or foot flat to the mat. Left knee aligned over left ankle. We're going to take both hands to the top of the left thigh. Moving into dynamic runner's lunge, so just moving backwards and forward, feeling that beautiful stretch in the lower body. Good, isn't it? Yeah? Good stretch, isn't it, Tim? Yeah, keeping me right. Okay, back to stillness. Let's bring in the upper body. Inhale, arms up high to the sky, opening up the chest and the shoulders and starting to feel a little bit more strength building the lower body as we hold this statically. Beautiful, deep breath in. On the exhale, take the hands down and behind the back, clasp them together, draw them down, away from the body, slight back bend, looking up to the sky. Great for breathing, open up the chest and the shoulders. Deep breath in. On the exhale, release the hands. The right hand comes to the mat, to the inside of the left foot. Left hand comes to the left inner thigh. Left toesies point towards 10 o'clock. We gently push out the left thigh. We take the head and we look up to the left, looking at the stars, the sky, the moon, the clouds, whatever really. Yeah, beautiful lizard pose with a twist. Great for the hips, the inner thigh, hip flexor, and the lower back. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, we shall release that. Taking that lovely hamstring stretch, some movement coming from the hip. Start to straighten the left leg. The foot can stay flat on the mat or the toes can come up. Just whatever feels better for you today. Nice little hamstring stretch. Lovely. And we'll release that. Come back to all fours. Turn on the mat. I'm going to take a gate pose now. So up onto the knees. Open up the side of the body. Take the right foot out to the side. Right hand onto the right leg. Left hand up to the sky. And think up and over as we take a beautiful stretch over to the right hand side. Opening up the left side of the body, so feeling that in the obliques and the outer hip. Gate pose. Deep breath in. On the exhale, release, and we shall switch sides. So the right foot comes in. We take the left foot out to the left hand onto the left leg. Right hand up to the sky. Think up and over. So take a lovely side body stretch to the left. Opening up the right side of the body. You'll feel it in the obliques and the outer hip. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, release that. Take the left foot back in. We're going to come into a seat now. We're going to have the knees bent in front of us. And the hands are going to be behind us. Yogi's choice. My fingers are pointing towards the back of the mat. You can have them turned in if that feels better for you. Or you can be down on the forearms. I'm going into a figure 4, which is a gentle pigeon variation. Just do a bit more for the glutes, the hamstrings, the piriformis. So with the knees bent, we lift the right foot up and we place it over the left leg up towards the knee. The further away the foot is from the body, the gentler the stretch, the closer to the body the foot is, the left foot, the more intense the stretch. So just find what feels comfortable. This is a restore, so just find what feels nice in your body. And so you can be down on the forearms as well. That actually feels really nice. Yeah. Or up on the hands. I'm going to stay up on the hands. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, release that and we'll switch to the other side. So right foot comes down to the mat. Left foot comes up and we place it over the right leg up towards the knee. Just getting a beautiful opening there in the hip and a stretch in the hamstring. So your hands, you can be down on the forearms if that feels better, or up on the hands. I shall stay here because I get a bit too restorative if I go down there. I might fall asleep. Hey Tim, like you know, good restore there, aren't you? Hey, deep breath in. And on the exhale, we shall release that. Keeping the hands behind us, which is also opening up the chest and the shoulders as well. So again, that's great for posture and breathing. Take the feet to the outer edges of the mat. We're going to do some 90-90 drops for hip mobility. So we drop the knees to the right, then back up to centre and over to the left. Breathing patterns, I go inhale up, exhale down to the side. So inhale back up to centre, exhale over to the left. Inhale back up to centre, exhale over to the right. Inhale up, exhale down. Hey, up and then back over to the right for the last time. Back up to centre. Give the arms a rest now, so come back onto the back, but the knees staying bent. We're going to take a bridge pose. So feet come closer towards the buttocks and the hands go down by our side. And on an inhale, starting at the bum, we lift the bum, lower back, mid back, upper back, up to the sky. Keep some space between the chin and the chest so that you can keep breathing in the pose. Great front body opener and build a bit of strength in the back body too. Probably feel that in the glutes. Deep breath in. On the exhale, release, starting upper back, mid back, lower back and bum. Beautiful. Hug the right knee into the chest and straighten the left leg out. Nice lower back release. You can turn the foot in one direction and in the other, just a bit of flexion for the ankle. Lovely. Foot back to stillness. Now I'm going to take the right knee over to the left side of the mat for a beautiful reclined twist. The right arm can go out to the side as well. Deep breath in. On the exhale, I'll take the right leg back up. Right leg goes out straight. We take the left knee in, hug it into the chest for that beautiful lower back release. Circle the left foot in one direction and then in the other direction. Just give us a bit of flexion and release in the ankle. Lovely. Take the left knee over to the right side of the mat. You can open up your wing, left arm going out to the left hand side. A beautiful reclined twist. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, come back up to centre. Keeping the knees bent. I'm going to take the feet to the outer edge of the mat and drop the knees in together. And this is just giving us a little gentle stretch in the outer hips and really letting them relax now in this pose. It's very gentle, very restorative. And keep breathing into it. And I'm going to switch this the other way. So the feet are going to come in. We're going to open up the knees, soles of the feet together, knees drop to the mat into reclined cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana or butterfly, whichever one you want to call it. Again, this is a great wee opener for the hip flexors, the inner thighs, and good for the hips. Good for the lower back too. Very restorative, very relaxing. Deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to take the legs out in front of us, stretch them out, take the arms up and above the head for a beautiful full body stretch. Oh, that always feels so good. Deep breath in. On the exhale, take the hands down by the side and just let them relax and let the feet just flop out into Shavasana, yoga's most restful and relaxing pose. Let the nutrients of your practice sink in and just rest, eh? You're good at resting, aren't you, Tim? Are you turned that way? Yeah? Oh. Yes, Tim loves resting. It's great. He runs. He absolutely loves to run. It's his favourite thing in the world to do. But he's great at resting too. So he keeps me right. So you've got to rest. That's when the body heals. That's when it recovers. Is resting good, Tim? Yeah, resting's good. Yeah. And just relax. You can either stay there or I'm going to come up into a seat. Feel like having a snooze now with you, Tim. We should do that. Could do, couldn't we? Hope you've enjoyed that short sequence. Yoga for trail runners, a restore. If you have, Tim and I would be so grateful if you could hit the like button, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and share this video with any friends, family, any fellow trail runners or mountain bikers who you think might enjoy it or benefit from it. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with Tim and I, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Don't we, Tim? Yeah? Yeah, Tim says we do. See you next time. Is that all right, that, Tim? Yeah? You liked it? Yeah, you're good at restoring, aren't you? You have a nice rest there. Yeah, good boy.